Good afternoon, everybody. I've got a lot more done on the S10, but unfortunately, I'm still waiting on one more part, and so I can't show you guys yet. But it is coming along, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk out here. We're gonna go look at the Jeep for a minute. I got that cheap carburetor. It's like a Quadrajet knockoff, and we're gonna go ahead. I pulled it apart and adjusted the float levels, because when they had it installed, it was dumping the fuel, too much fuel that was coming up over the top of the float bowls. So I got that all set now. Now basically I've got both carburetors. I got the old one and the new one right next to each other, and they're pretty close to the same, other than I think that the metal's better on the old ones. I think these are just aluminum, these new ones, so they may not hold up too long, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. I'll show you how they look. Pretty similar here. I'll show you real quick. So here's this brand new one. It looks just like the old one, but it's not as dirty. And it has a mechanical choke versus the choke that just doesn't turn off and it runs off a lever. This one they had it hooked up to a lever to pull it on and off, which I don't like that. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stick it on real quick, and we'll see how it's gonna run with it. So my base gasket still looks pretty good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna slap this right back on top of here, just like it's supposed to be. I can tell this carburetor's kind of built crappy, but we'll go ahead and give it a try anyhow, just see if it'll run with it. I hope it will, but don't have too high of expectations really with this thing. Carburetor, so that's how a lot of that stuff is that we get from overseas. Garbage, but we'll try it out. Maybe it'll surprise us. Who knows. Maybe it'll really surprise us and it'll burn my Jeep down too. You never know. Oh, what did I do with my wrench now? I gotta find that real quick so we can put this all back together, I guess. Oh no, that one's different size. Hopefully I can find a piece that'll fit into that one real quick. I'll have to look. Let's see. I hope so. We'll have to find out real quick. Just so happens I probably have that actually. I just have to get my pipe bender out and put a little bend in it real quick. Yep, threads right in. We'll use that. But I'm gonna get the carburetor mounted first. We'll deal with that after the fact. Then I'm gonna get this thing in the shop today so we can work on it a little bit. I want it in there because it's starting to get warm out. Be the perfect time to be getting it in there so we're not out here in the heat all day when we're working on it. I want to get it ready for the mountains so we can get out of the heat. So we'll pop it in the shop and get her done. Let's hope this works. I don't have to pull it back off, put the other one back on, because that'll be stupid. If I do, I'll just rebuild the old one if this one's junk. But we'll have to see. You never know, it may run awesome too. I actually looked up online what it should have for jets for my elevation and changed them out. The ones that are like a number 43 in there are the ones that it says should work for my elevation here and for my engine size. So we'll just have to wait and see what it does. I got lucky and ended up with a day off in the middle of the week today, so it's kind of nice for once. But tomorrow's going to be a whole different ball game, I'll be pretty busy, so I figured I might as well get some YouTube stuff done for all you guys. Well, I got some spare time today. I don't even fit in there, dang it. Alright, I gotta get my bolt off my other old carburetor real quick. Alright, that was a pain in the butt, but I got it, so. I'm gonna say that one right there is where I want this. Nylock nuts are good, but they're a pain in the butt when you have to tighten them up. They kind of suck. Alright, and then that was on there next. With this right here, threaded on backwards. Yeah, this one has more vacuum ports, that new one, than the old one. The old one has like exactly none. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug off all them vacuum ports that we're not gonna be using. Put in that piece of line in there and get this thing fired up and see what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to hook up all my lines. I got to cut that metal line with my grinder and then wash it out real quick. But I'll go ahead and get these carburetor ports all plugged up with some stuff for now. Just pieces of those with bolts in them for a minute until I get some caps. But I just want to see if this thing will start with this new carburetor and actually run. So I'll let you guys know here in a minute how that turns out. I think I'll go ahead and just turn this off, get the line made real quick. I'm just going to cut a little piece of that off, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys what we're doing. So stay tuned. Okay, I got everything mounted up. Got that line put on. I just kind of bent this one. I couldn't find any of my blasting beads, so I didn't put any inside of it to make it so it doesn't dent. But that'll work for now. I'm going to go ahead, cap off those. I think there's two on here, two lines there, and maybe one in the back that I got to plug off real quick. And then I'm going to fire this thing up and see what it does. So I'll just keep on going and show you guys when we're done here in a minute. So stay with me. Well, I got it running, so here you guys go. Took me a little fine tuning, but it's okay. Touch the exhaust when you chop off still. That'll be one of the things I do once I get it in the shop now that it runs. So I don't know, that carburetor seems to start pretty easy. I mean, it's not terrible. I need to get rid of that squeaky belt though, that's ridiculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in the shop, and then we'll start doing a little work on it probably after I get it into there. That'll be good. So you guys stick with me and Hope you guys are all enjoying what I'm showing you. And if you got any suggestions or ideas for my Jeep, let me know. And we'll just keep building it, and we'll just do things to it as we go and make it comfortable and fun to drive. So I'll catch you guys shortly. So I think we'll get a kit and probably go through this old carburetor that I just took off. Other than I don't really like this where it's been JB welded and crap. I don't know what the heck that's all about. But we'll go ahead and we'll probably get a kit and kit it up anyway. Just so we have a spare for when the other one decides to die, because it's made out of aluminum and the new gas that we have nowadays. I don't know, man. I just really don't see that carburetor holding up with as corrosive as the new gas is that we got, where it's made out of aluminum and it's not made out of the same material as what my carburetor's made out of that I took off. And that kind of makes it kind of suck. So I don't know what to do with that. But I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to fire the Jeep up and pull it in the shop, and then we can start working on it in the evenings and stuff when I'm off work. And I hope you guys are enjoying what you're watching. If you do, give me a thumbs up, give me a message, whatever on there, and I'll get back to you. Usually, if I can. So, yeah, we'll get this Jeep in here, and then we'll mess around with a little bit more of this stuff. So, you guys have a good one. Hello, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get this carburetor back off my Jeep, because my brother-in-law needs it so he can drive his truck back up to northern Utah. And we're going to put a different carburetor on, a Holley carburetor. So you guys stick to with me and I'll show you that as I go. Yep, so we're going to pull this one off. It's going to go on another project we're working on today. I'll put a Holley back on here. I'm not really a Holley guy for carburetors, but it's alright. We'll do it. Make her work. You gotta push it down a little bit. So I got some stuff to install, but so the boys are working on this project. They're doing a new drag link in the Blazer. And then when my brother-in-law Tristan gets back, we pulled this 383 out of here. He bought this truck with a 383 in it. It's blown up. So we're gonna be throwing this 305 back into this truck just so we can get it home. We're just putting all the accessories off this engine back onto this one, and then we'll go ahead and stuff it back in here, bolt it up, and then he can at least drive it home, because they live more up in northern Utah. So, and we got some H3 tires, H2 tires. Yeah, they're H2 Hummer tires. We're taking those and putting them on here, taking off these ginormous 38-inch dirt grip Parnelli tires, Parnelli Jones tires here. So that's what we're working on. So that's the main reason I'm pulling the carburetor off right now, and then we'll go ahead after that and see if I can get him going. I think the boys are about done. They've got putting a shock bolt in real quick. How's it coming?
The shock bolt's kind of struggling to get in there. It's being stupid.
Being stubborn, because you have to compress the shock to get it in.
When we compressed, it's just crooked or something.
Oh yeah. Is it going in though? You need to tap it in with a hammer.
might need to tap it in with a hammer.
Let's get that little teeny sledge. I can find it for you in a second. So that's what we're up against today. But we'll go ahead and I'll find some wrenches and we'll get on this thing. I'm gonna have to move my coil a little bit and make that fit. Dang it. Alright, we got this one now. We'll take it out here for this other one. Sure the boys are okay with this thing. Did you guys lose the nut to that?
I got it.
You get it started again?
I'm working on it. Did now.
It's a pain in the butt.
Not too bad.
There's not much room in these S10s. It's even worse when you stuff a V8 in them too.
Do you want
no
to
room.
help me with this light in 1 second after I get this on there?
Hook it up real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that real quick. Fix this light so you have lights and stuff when you're using this.
You're good, buddy. No, go the other way.
We definitely need a bigger shop so we're not laying in the weeds all the time out here and in the dirt.
I know.
There's the old piece off of there. It's pretty sloppy, piece of junk. Glad we got a new one in there. That'll make it a little better to drive. Personally, I think it's about time to retire the old Blazer. It's been a pretty good work truck, but it's about wore out these days. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move my coil a little bit and try to get this carburetor set down on there a little bit. See if we can find some bolts that'll fit it, and I'll get it all mounted up the rest of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that now. See you guys shortly. That carburetor ain't gonna directly fit, so I think is what I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna talk Tristan out of his intake off that 383 because it's set up for a holley already, and I think we'll put it on the S10 with the holley on there, and we'll put the Chinese knockoff carburetor back on the Jeep. So I'll show you guys a little more of that as we go, and we'll just get some things done. Alright, got one project done. I got the carburetor off the S10 back on my Jeep, and then I'm gonna have to show you guys there. See, it looks just the same as the other one. It's another one of those kind, but I decided to put that one on here, and then the S10 right now has no carburetor. This one's just sitting there because there's too much stuff in the way to bolt it onto this intake. So I'm going to pull this intake off, and then I'm going to get I'll show you guys real fast here. I'm going to get this high-rise intake right here from Tristan. I'll put it, let's see if I get the sunlight here. Put that one on the S10. I was going to put a cowl inducted hood on it later anyway, so I'll just cut a hole for my air cleaner for now, and then I'll get my cowl induction for it later. But that'll go back on there. I don't know what we're going to do with the rest of this engine, if Tristan's going to build it or not. It's kind of seized up. I don't know if it hurt the crank, but that was a built 383 stroker before it got rallied on and blowed up, so who knows. But next week I'll probably show you guys some of the stuff that I'm doing right now with Tristan on his truck. We're gonna set up and time lapse it, but I'll show you guys that next week when I put my video out next week. But this one will be coming out today, so you guys all have a good day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.